Yo ho ho! What is up, guys? I'm cringing myself out right now. What is up, YouTube? How's it going? I'm being so millennial right now. This is terrible. Today, we're doing some baking, and as you guys know, I'm not good at baking. So we've got our box brownie mix. I'm gonna make some brownies for my fiance Chloe, and you know what? While we're doing that, we don't want it to be kind of boring, right? So I'm gonna be telling my coming out story. Because obviously, if you can see me, you could probably guess I like women. Yeah, I do. So yeah, let's make these brownies, and I'm going to be like lighthearted about this situation. And hopefully some people can relate. There might be some people that are wanting to come out and be like, you know what? I think I will. You guys are never alone. Before we start anything, I came out 10 years ago this year. So 2016 is when I came out, and it's currently 2026. So I just want to start off by saying, I know that it doesn't seem like that long ago, but it was much different back then to what it is now. People weren't as open about it. I know it was probably a lot worse, like the 80s or, you know, when my parents were growing up, but even the 2010s was different from the 2020s, right? When I came out, gay marriage wasn't even a thing yet in Australia. It wasn't legal. We're gonna get into that. But, I'm gonna have to rip into these. I love chocolate, but my tummy gets a little bit upset by it because like I have IBS and like pretty much everything makes me crap myself. But you know I'm gonna get right into these. I'm going to grease the tray and put the paper on before I forget, because I always leave that till last and I forget, and then like everything is everywhere. There's brownie mix on my hands and I can't do it. So I'm gonna do that first. Okay. And then after I do this, I'm gonna get into the story for you guys. Da-da-da-da-da. Oops, that was meant to be lightly. I also haven't just filmed like a video like this in a long time, I feel like. Let's start off with, I was pretty stereotypically a lesbian growing up. Like, you could have told when I was younger that I was going to be a lesbian. You know, I did everything the boys typically did. I dressed like a boy. It was pretty obvious. When I look back, I'm like, the closet was glass, but apparently mum and dad didn't realize, which is quite surprising to me. But I never once had a thought in my head like I liked girls. Like, it didn't even cross my mind, right? It wasn't until basically I was friends with this girl and we ended up becoming really close, and then we ended up dating. It wasn't until after I started dating this girl, I was like, wait a minute. Am I gay? I didn't even have any thought leading up to it. Even when we were in the talking stage and all that, I didn't even have a thought in my head like that I was gay. It obviously just felt so natural to me that I was just like, oh, I'm just talking to someone. So I was like, oh my God, I'm in a lesbian relationship. Oh my God, does this mean I'm gay? And obviously I was freaking out because during the time I was quite young and I hadn't really heard a lot of it myself because it really wasn't as spoken about back then. But yeah, so basically I started dating this girl and then I was like, oh shit, I'm gay. We'll get to the next part of the brownies because I haven't even started it yet, and then we'll get into it. We need to get a bowl out. We got a bowl. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A few months ago I did this video where I baked with tiny hands. I honestly think that was such a funny video, but it got really shit views because, like, you know, I upload every week and I don't have many subscribers, so of course some videos can get shit views, but you should go watch that. I'll put it up in whatever corner it is. What the hell? Why is there chunks in it? What the hell? Is this like a chocolate chip? There's like big hard chunks in it. Like, guys, I'm not even joking. This is a rock. I have no idea. Anyway, there's rocks in my brownie mix. It must be chocolate chips, but they're huge. Like, that's a boulder in there. Let's add our 2 eggs. Free range, of course, guys. My opinion will change on you if you don't get free range eggs. I do want to go vegetarian. So if anyone has any alternatives for meat that will help with my low iron, because my iron's quite low, let me know, because I'm curious to know that. I wish I could tell you guys my coming out story while I'm making the brownie, but it's just like I'm not good at multitasking. Oh yeah. Guys, I actually love egg. Like, I could eat fried egg or scrambled egg every single day and be fine with it. Like, I would never get sick of it. And my partner Chloe, she makes the best bloody scrambled eggs. Hi, Mans. Hi. Guys, every video you see Minnie, she's probably growing so much, and I know I probably shouldn't be touching the cat while I'm cooking, but who cares? Hi, Minnie! The camera's on her cat tree, so I know she's about to climb it. Please don't climb. Alright, I need to melt some butter. 125 grams to be exact, but I can't be bothered. Oh shit! Oh shit. Minnie. Alright, I need to melt 125 grams of butter, but I'm probably not going to measure it because I'm not that kind of girl. So I'm just going to get like a big spoon and just like plonk it in there. Something I always say, she'll be right, or you know what, you just gotta send it. Life isn't that serious. I'm sure it's not gonna matter if my brownie mix doesn't have enough butter in it or has too much. Alright, bruv, we've got our melted butter. It stinks. Anyway, so back to our conversation. So obviously in that moment I realized, oh my god, I'm gay. I was absolutely shitting myself, because like every person, well I can't say every, but most people that go through this, like when they realize something about them isn't like normal in society, I don't even want to say that because like it's pretty normalized now, but you know what I mean. It's just in the back of their head, they're like, what if everyone doesn't think of me the same? And obviously I was quite young, so I don't have the thought process I do now. Like if it happened to me now, I don't think I would care as much, because like I don't really care what people think now. But in that moment I was like, holy crap. And I was like, I'm gonna have to tell everyone, like, what if my family don't think of me the same? Which is crazy to even say out loud, because my family are the most supportive people ever, which I'm really grateful for. Obviously, some people aren't as fortunate to have family, you know, that will be so caring, and that's the really sad part of it, why some people don't come out for so long, because, you know, that they might not be safe. I need more butter. This is not enough. I knew this would happen. Bloody hell, Sinead, if you just measure things, you'll get it right the first time. But anyway, yeah, I was like, I kind of have to tell my parents, because like I don't want to leave this part of me a secret. And I just remember feeling like I was going to throw up, like having to tell them. And especially because I didn't really know any gay people then. So I remember I got out my little iPhone 4 and I messaged mum on my lunch break at school with my girlfriend at the time. And I was like, Mum, I need to tell you something when I get home. I'm seeing someone, like I'm dating someone. And she was like, yeah, all good, whatever. I get home and she was kind of freaking out a little bit because she thought I was dating this one guy. You know, she was like, she wasn't very fond of this guy. Sorry guys, Minnie's just in her cat trick. Anyway, yeah, Mum wasn't very fond of this guy, so she was kind of low-key freaking out about it. And then I was like, no, like, I'm dating my friend, like this girl. And you know what? She was so supportive about it. Her and Dad, I'm not gonna say didn't give a shit, but they could not care less that I was with a girl. Like they were so happy for me or whatever, you know, did not make me feel awkward about it at all, which I'm extremely grateful for, because again, this isn't the case for everyone. Look at this, oh yeah! I just want to eat it now. Maybe I'll taste a little bit. It's got raw egg in it, but anyway. Oh yeah, that shit's good. Oh yeah! Person I told other than like immediate family was my cousin Claire. And I remember I went to her place for a sleepover because we're like besties. I was like, Claire, I have to tell you something. I was like, I don't know if I can do it. Like, I'm so nervous. I don't think you're gonna look at me the same. So that's just what runs through your head. You genuinely feel insane when this is going on. I was like, please don't look at me any different. I remember I wrote it on the notes of my phone. I just like threw it to her and I went and hid under the bed. And then I remember she read it and she's like, is that it? I was like, yeah. And she's like, why would I look at you any different after that? And she just laughed at me, I remember. And then we just went on our night. But so far, that's like all the people that knew. All right, let's get this bad boy in, hey? This is really thick. I really think I should have added more butter. Holy shit, this won't all come out. If I had to come out, you have to as well. I've already used that joke once in my baking video. That's why I kind of looked a bit awkward when I said it. The rest of it can just stay in the bowl. I do not give a single shit. That's what it friggin' looks like. It looks like a huge tray of turd. We're gonna chuck it in the oven. Oh my god, why is the oven turned off? That's actually pissed me off so bad. The oven turned off while I was talking. But yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna like eat a little bit of this. I'm sure this raw egg is gonna be great for me. Obviously, with this girl I was seeing at the time, it was quite obvious around school, so I was like, I'm gonna have to come out about it soon, because like, there's only so long we can hide it and, you know, act like just friends. So I did a hard launch on Instagram, which basically means I did a coming out post and I did a photo of us, and I was like, you know, I can't remember what I said. I think it was just something about like, I'm not hiding who I truly am, which is kind of cringe. And I was like, I'm in a relationship with a girl and I don't care what anyone thinks about it, whatever. And most people were so supportive, but of course back then I had a couple of people that were quite hateful. So yes, I did experience homophobia, unfortunately, but I can't complain compared to what other people go through. I got a lot of messages like, you're a fake man or whatever, which is kind of crazy considering it's a relationship with two women, so it's actually the furthest thing away from anything to do with a man being involved. Then I remember I just got like DMs of just this guy just straight up saying, this is weird, like this is so wrong, like why are you doing this? Which thankfully I'm a tough person and it did not bother me at all in the time. I was just like, F you, I don't I don't give a crap. You know, when people are like that to you, you just make an example of them. They are far worse of a person and they have bigger things to worry about than what other people do with their lives. So since then, actually, I have spoken to one of the guys that messaged me that stuff, and he was mortified that he even said that. So that proves that a lot of people do grow up and they do change. Thank God. When I look back at it now, when I was younger, I'm like, I definitely did have crushes on girls. I just didn't exactly know that it was a crush. So basically, I didn't even really know I liked girls till I was with one. Then I was like, oh my God, I like girls. Maybe, shit. I'm with my fiance Chloe and I can't imagine life without her, honestly. It's just amazing, and you know, it just truly is amazing being with women. I'm gonna be so gay right now. That's my coming out story. I hope someone can relate to it, and I hope that there's people out there that don't feel like you have to hide that side of yourself, because that's the worst feeling, wanting to hide. It's better when you can just truly be yourself, because what's the point of hiding it? I gotta admit, it kind of looks terrible, but ooh, I'm so excited for this. It smells so good. Yay!